Today, I'm going to be breaking down IREN, an absolute great stock as of 2025 and a major player in the Bitcoin mining space and the AI database center space. I am not going to pose like I know an absurd amount of information about this company, although I am an investor and got in at a relatively good price the past month. Did a lot of research on this company before I invested into it, and ever since it has really skyrocketed in the past month, going up 40% since my initial investment. I wanted to share a video about it because I think it is a really good stock and has a lot of potential for a 5 to 10 year outlook. And I'll just hop into it immediately. One of the main reasons why IREN really stands out as of 2025 is because of its renewable energy. IREN is a Bitcoin mining company. That's what it started out as in 2019 in Australia, with a clear mission to 100%, not 100%, with renewably mining Bitcoin with 100% renewable and sustainable energy. And because Bitcoin mining is consistently under fire for its energy use, environmental impact, and its carbon footprint, IREN stands out because it doesn't do any of that. I'm not going to go into the specific details around it because they're a little bit too advanced, but they don't have a carbon footprint, and they use hydroelectronic powered operations, which drastically reduce both the costs and their carbon footprint, and that's a core advantage against their competition that most other Bitcoin mining companies don't have. But IREN doesn't just stop there with Bitcoin mining. It also has a focus on AI, HPCU, and cloud services. Here's why IREN's model is so unique, is because it's vertically integrated, which means they own almost all rights of their business stream and their digital infrastructure. So it really does help, meaning it owns and operates data centers, mines Bitcoin profitably, which is massive, and on top of that leases out GPU compute for AI workloads. And because it has dual revenue streams, one from traditional Bitcoin mining and the other from AI cloud services, it gives investors exposure to both the crypto and the AI boom. And for me, it's a trifecta, in my opinion, if you are investing in IREN today. You're investing in Bitcoin mining and Bitcoin, the future of Bitcoin. You're investing in AI data centers, and the future of AI. You're investing in two massive bubbles right now. And on top of that, I think you're also just investing in the future of the human race. I think if you invest in AI, you are investing in the future, just the future, I think, because I think crypto and AI, that space will absolutely erupt in the next 5 to 10 years. I think if you hold some of these stocks for 10 years, there'll be a massive payoff. So I'm going to hop into IREN's competition. So they're going up against names like Marathon Digital, Riot Platforms, CleanSpark, Bitfarms, TerraWolf, Cipher Mining in the Bitcoin side. And all of these companies have less power than IREN in how much computing power they have. And also because IREN has 100% renewable energy, it really stands out. IREN has better regulatory compliance, long-term operating costs, and a stronger appeal to ESG-focused investors simply because of their 100% renewable model. That's simply off of that. Now, on the AI cloud of things, they don't stand out as much, but they are competing with names like Equinix. I might be botching that name. I don't really know that company that well. Digital Reality, and even AI first players like Nebius Group. IREN really shines because of their cheap access to renewable energy, which I just keep repeating, but it's really a core part of their business model and their infrastructure. That's really why it stands out. Now, as of October 14th, the day that I'm recording this video, IREN has absolutely surged. May 2025, the stock was around $5. I'm looking at TradingView right now, $5, and as of October 14th, 2025, the stock capped at $71 today. which is just absurd value if you did buy it in May. I got in around $35 a little over a month ago, and I'm up over 40% on my position. I bought a couple down at 35, and then I got in a little bit later around $40, but overall I'm around 40% of my position. Although I do think IREN currently is overvalued based on its current cash flows. Guru Focus goes even further, calling it significantly overvalued with fair value estimate of just $10 per share, which is crazy. And check this out, IREN is trading at 322x their sale values, which is an EV revenue metric, which is an absurdly high multiple, and it tells you as an investor that you're betting on a massive growth for the AI space. And that's why this is not a short-term play. I think that it is overvalued currently, and I think that you should try to buy it off some pullbacks down to maybe not 65, maybe $60, high 50s if it does make a pullout, but maybe it doesn't. I think it will. The big crypto crash and crash over on Friday last week, IREN wasn't really affected by it that much compared to the rest of the market. Obviously, it's kind of in a different space as crypto and some of the other things because it has the data center side of stuff, but it's still, it really held up well, and I think it hit its all-time high, which was today, if I'm not wrong, on Tuesday, October 14th. But IREN, it's a hold for the next 5 to 10 years. Because of the AI gold rush, the demand for AI computing power is exploding, and IREN is perfectly positioned to serve it with green-powered GPU cloud services, which is massive. They also have massive expansion plans. IREN is targeting 510 megawatts of data center capacity by 2026 with projected 51% annual revenue growth. Because of their green advantage operating with 100% renewable energy, IREN is a long-term play and has an edge on a lot of regulations that they will have to face in the next 5 to 10 years. They have two revenue engines, Bitcoin mining and the data center side of things. I think that the main catalyst for this stock to really explode and be a long-term play is the data center and the AI side of things, and leasing GPUs out, which I didn't cover, but that is something that they offer. And because they are 100% green, they don't have to face a lot of regulatory, not regulatory, but a lot of other. They don't have to face a lot of the bullshit that some of these companies have to deal with that are not 100% green. And I think on top of all of the AI stuff, which you are investing in, you also are investing in a Bitcoin mining company, and you're investing in Bitcoin along with investing in a Bitcoin mining company, obviously. The bearish side of things is I wouldn't invest in this if you don't have a good outlook on Bitcoin in the future. IREN will follow Bitcoin, not very closely, but it will follow. If there's a Bitcoin crash, you should expect IREN to crash too, to a certain point. And I think that that's something that is very important to understand because of the bubble risk. If the AI hype cools down, you kind of think about the .com bust. IREN's premium valuation will collapse pretty fast. Execution hurdles is another big thing. Scaling AI infrastructure is extremely hard. It takes a lot of capital, hardware, and enterprise clients, and to get all of that lined up takes a lot of execution. You're also investing in the crypto volatility, which I mentioned with Bitcoin and the Bitcoin crash possibly. AI competition. There is a lot of competition in these spaces, but once again, because IREN has 100% renewable energy, as of right now at least, it's squeezing out a lot of the competition, and that's why it is trading at such a premium price. So that's my breakdown of IREN. I would say it's a very good hold if you got in early, which I did, and I'm going to hold ideally unless it really does something crazy, which maybe I'll sell some of it. But I would say it's a very good stock to look at and put on your watch list. Maybe put some orders out on it at around, low 60s, high 50s. It's really just been going absolutely diabolical recently. So,